Love this arrangement though. This arrangement is amazing. Hey everyone, Navy Doc Fun 184 here, and welcome to another holiday music video reaction. We are reacting to Angelina Jordan performing the Christmas song. This is from her Christmas concert in 2021, and in all honesty, I can't think of a better song for her to cover. I mean, this song is just so in her wheelhouse, even though I think the most recent one I reacted to, actually her most recent release, Bad Valentine, even though I know she performed, or she recorded a jazz version of it, but it was such a, I don't want to say a complete departure from it, but man, the style of that song was just so crazy. So to kind of go back to a song like this, that I feel is just completely, I guess the best way I can say is what I'm used to. I'm not going to say that's what she's best at. That's just what I'm used to with her. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing what she does with the song. Her covers are so great. It's amazing how when she does covers, even if the song she's covering isn't quite a jazzy version, there aren't too, oh, actually, now that I think of it, there have been a couple songs where she's done, I guess you could say, in the normal style. Like, I know she did Show Must Go On by Queen in that same style, but I think of songs like Yesterday, Billie Jean, how she really kind of made like jazzy versions of them and made it work. And those aren't songs that I would have, well, Yesterday maybe, but Billie Jean I don't think I would have imagined being done in a jazzy version, but she made it work. And I would imagine that a song like the Christmas song does not really need much tweaking to fit into her strengths when it comes to doing a jazzy version of it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what she does with this. I imagine it's going to be absolutely amazing, as a lot of her stuff is. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. I will leave a link to the original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Oh yeah, totally in her wheelhouse. She's gonna kill this thing. There's no way she can't. I already really like the sound of it though.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carol being sung by the choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
It's like one of the ultimate Christmas songs right here.
A turkey and some mistletoe.
Love this arrangement though. This arrangement is amazing.
Tiny stars from their eyes all aglow.
Everybody's into it, ain't they? Okay, y'all, I just gotta say, I know I said that this is probably definitely in her wheelhouse, and it definitely is. And you know what? The arrangement for it, like, it still has the exact same feel as the original, but I just love how there's just like, feels like there's just a little bit more of a jazz feel to it. And again, I always feel like, while, I'm not saying like, I just feel like that this is her strongest suit, is jazz rendition of stuff. And it's just amazing how she pulls these off. I really did expect this one to be a lot easier to pull off, but that doesn't take away with how great it is. It's absolutely wonderful. The arrangement is much more soothing in a way, whereas like with the original, you definitely still get like that sense of kind of like, I don't know if nostalgic, you definitely get like kind of like that warm feeling of just what it's like, during the Christmas time and everything like that. But what I feel like that with what Angelina is doing, I feel like it's like you still kind of get that sense, but it's in a more soothing way, in a way. Like, I feel like this is definitely like if there was like a spa that was doing holiday music, it would be this version of the song that would be playing, because this one feels so much more soothing. Like, you want to sit back by a fireplace with some hot cocoa, and where actually I'll say it like this, because with the original I kind of get that same feeling, but there's two different things I would say. With the original version, it's like you're sitting by a fireplace with hot cocoa and you're just like sitting there with a smile. Whereas with this version, you're sitting by a fireplace with hot cocoa and you can kind of just feel yourself, kind of drifting into like a dream, like almost sleep, state, where it's like if you just wanted to sit back and just to simply relax while still getting the warm and fuzzies of a Christmas song, this would be the song to do it the way she's doing this. It's just absolutely amazing. I thought that she would do great with this, and so far she is proving myself right.
They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. But every mother's child is gonna
And can we give kudos to the designer for her dress? Because when she does these performances, they always do so good with her outfits. As well as the set designer.
It's from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to
He almost looked like he was getting a little emotional. I can understand it though. Ooh, that's a nice touch. You don't hear harmonica with much anything anymore. I am so glad that she added that in this arrangement. That is such a nice touch. Like I said, that's not something you hear much anymore nowadays. Such an underrated instrument.
Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. But every mother's child is gonna spy to see if a reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple thing.
I might have to find some more stuff from this concert.
From kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways.
Such an interesting dynamic with the people I see playing the instruments.
To you.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Alrighty, that was Angelina Jordan with the Christmas song, and it was as great as I expected it to be. The comment I made right before it ended about the dynamic, the thing I was talking about, just so I can expand on that a little bit, because it's always something that when I think about it, I really noticed that a lot with some of her performances back in the day. But you look at, and there's a part of me that kind of hates to bring it up. At the same time, I feel like it's something that really just adds to really just how amazing she is, especially in the terms of how well she does some of this older style music. And it's the fact that a lot of the people I see that are playing the background instruments for her are, they're a little older in age. They got some gray, they got some white. It's like they're like, maybe the ones that would have performed this back in the day. Obviously, with the original, they probably would have been a little bit older than what they are now. But you kind of get what I'm saying. Somebody that would have performed this, back when they were younger. They're the ones that are coming in to perform, the backing music, with her doing the vocals, and yet she fits in so well with that. And I think that really, the reason that I feel like that's an important thing to kind of bring up is because I think it really just shows you the amount of respect that she has towards this older style of music. She doesn't do too much with it. Yes, she adds her own touch to it, but she really does her absolute best to make sure that she does it in a way that offers no disrespect. She wants to respect the original person who did the song and try to not take away the essence of it, or try to, I'm not going to say she doesn't try to add. I think she does try to add to it, but she doesn't want to take away any of what the original brought to it. And it's kind of the point I was bringing up when I paused earlier, where it's like you still get the same feelings that you get when you listen to the original Nat King Cole version of the song, but she just added a little bit something else to it, to where, and I was using the hot cocoa with the fireplace example for that. With the Nat King Cole version, you'll listen to this song and you just kind of want to sit by a fire with some hot cocoa, and you just, it just gives you some warm and fuzzy thoughts. Whereas with Angelina Jordan, with what she did, you still get that feeling, but she adds something to it to where there's just something a little more soothing about it, to where you still get those thoughts, but you can find yourself really kind of drifting off into a sleep, to where you still get those warm and fuzzies, but it's just in a different way. So again, she doesn't take away from what the original does, but she adds her own little thing to it. And again, when I was talking about the harmonica, that was something that, it's amazing. And I don't think it really hit me until I heard that. It's like, you really don't hear harmonicas in much anything anymore. And I kind of miss that. Maybe it's just because lots of times when I hear it, I think about my dad, because I know he used to jam on harmonica a lot. Like I hear him upstairs listening like Stevie Wonder, and then the harmonica bit comes on and I hear my dad playing along with it on the harmonica. It was just always so much fun. It always brought me so much well, I don't know if it brought me so much joy then, but it brings me a lot of joy now to think back on it. Just all the different harmonica bits, whether it was on movies, whether it was on songs, just hearing my dad do it. So I've always appreciated harmonica playing, especially in old school blues music. Oh man. Whew. But it's not something I've heard. I can't remember the last time I've heard a song that actually included that. So to hear that in a version done even in 2021, it's just like, you know what? It's amazing how something that little can really add so much. But that's really the power of music, is it doesn't really take much. Sometimes it can just be one little thing that can really put something over the top, or it can be something that, kind of, even destroys the song for you. It doesn't take much, and that's the beautiful thing. And I think that's what makes her so special too, is she's very aware of that. And I think that's why when she does these arrangements, she's always so attentive to what she adds, what she doesn't add, what does she keep the same, what does she tweak just a little bit, how does she arrange it, what instruments does she add, does she add any instruments at all, does she take away any instruments, just so many little details that you can really look at and really just understand just how great she is, because I think she totally gets it, that she knows that no matter how great it is, there could be one little thing she does that can put the song over the top, or it can make the song a complete bust. And it doesn't take much. Again, it just takes one little thing. And I think that's something a lot of people miss. I've heard plenty of cover songs that could have been really great, but then there's this one thing that they just kind of added that's just like, if they would have just kept that little bit out, this would have been great. It maybe took it from a 10 to maybe a 6. There have actually been some covers where they were pretty high out there, like originally was like an 8, and then they added something and just dropped it down to like a 2. And again, it's nothing like that. It's just a little thing they did, and it's just like it completely ruined the song for me. But like with this, is something very little that just elevated it for me, and she is so good at catching that. And man, she is something else, and it's no wonder so many people love her. And one thing I'm definitely looking forward to, and I hope that gets posted on YouTube at some point. It may or may not, but if it does, I think it was December 14th. She has her holiday concert for this year coming up, and I would imagine that is going to be another thing of beauty. Very curious to see what they have on there. If it does get posted on YouTube, I may do a couple reactions to that, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But for the meantime, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there, and thank y'all for stopping by. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction as much as I enjoyed watching it. And if you did like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can be alerted anytime a new reaction gets uploaded. And if you'd also like to give some extra support to the channel, feel free to check out the join button, and you can check out my channel memberships. I have 2 tiers, obviously with special perks for each one. The highest tier will obviously have every possible tier you can get for the channel, but at the very basic level, one of the things that you'll get is ad-free versions of these reactions. And once I get back to a regular editing and uploading schedule, you'll be getting early access to these videos as well. So not only will you get early access to these reactions, you won't have to worry about dealing with the ads, and that's going to be at the very basic level, because at the very least, if you're going to be paying me money to join my channel, the least I can do is make sure you don't have to deal with the ads. That's the very least I can do for y'all. So, like I said, that's totally up to you though. I appreciate you being here one way or the other. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I thank you all again for stopping by. Don't forget to check out my other Angelina Jordan reactions, as well as other reactions I've done to holiday themed videos. And I will catch y'all down the road.